Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. So, the Ashes of Outland expansion has released, and the first deck that I'm playing is GetMeowth's Jade, Shudderwock Shaman. So, what is the ideal outcome of this deck? Well, you play the quest, complete the quest, and make sure that Lower Theb's Battlecry is triggered twice, and you play the Shudderwock, so get the repeat of Lower Theb's Battlecry twice, and ideally get a whole load of Jade golems onto the board. That is the ideal outcome from the Shudderwock. Because of Lower Theb's Battlecry, your opponent cannot cast a massive AoE spell to clear the board, so you just go face and win the game. This deck plays a few new cards from the expansion. The focus is on clearing the board, controlling the board with cards like the Lurker Below, not sure what to think of that yet, Torrent, Shattered Rumbler. Beyond that, the other cards you will be familiar with Jade Shaman. For those of you that remember playing this deck, 3 years ago. This is a wonderful walk down memory lane for me because, yeah, it's been a long time since I've played it, but those memories that I have of this deck are good memories. And so I want to see if this deck can function well in the current meta. A massive thank you to GetMeowth for this deck. This was one of his Theorycraft decks, and he is a fabulous deck builder, so it is an honour to play this deck. Those of you that have watched my videos know that I'm obsessed with Jade Druid, so obsessed with Jade cards in general. And so this deck, I think, is going to be a lot of fun to play, particularly with those new cards. Really curious in particular about Shattered Rumbler. To me, seems really, really good. Okay,
you asked for it.
Let's have a look at this deck in action against a Mage. So, this was my first game here with this deck on the ladder with Ashes of Outland, and keeping Lower Theb seems entirely sensible in my opinion, because you're going to want to disrupt a Mage at some point in this game, whether that's on turn 5 or beyond. And this is a Secrets Mage. And so playing Lower Theb on 5 could be entirely reasonable, because Secrets Mages move pretty fast. If you could disrupt their turn 6, that could win you the game, potentially. Against a Reno Mage, against a Quest Mage, maybe you want to hold back, wait for an opportune moment to see if you can disrupt them playing Time Warp, perhaps. But typically a fast start here from our opponent. 2 minions on the board. How do I want to go about this? Testing for explosive runes. It's not. And so I've got 2 bodies on the board. Could have played the Sandstorm Elemental, cleared the 2-1. But I think this is okay too. And this is fine, because he had to trade. I'm cool with that. It's not counterspell. The 0 mana devolve could be useful at some point. Now I call that a slow turn. He didn't develop a minion. Not counterspell. And I suspect that it's duplicate. Indeed. And I'm really, really happy with that outcome. He now gets 2 1-health minions to hand. Less happy about that outcome. We took 4 to the face. But we have Maelstrom Portal. There it is. And there they are. Those glorious 1-health minions, about to die to Maelstrom Portal. Do need to be conscious of that health total. We are down to 18. And that's not the end of the world. Not
The
yet.
future is ours.
But we need to be conscious of his ability to burst us down. That needs to die. So again, we test for counterspell. It is counterspell. So our test actually worked out for once. But our saviour in this game has just arrived, Antique Healbot.
An incredible discovery!
So what we want to do is complete the quest and then ensure we can go off twice with Antique Healbot. That's the strategy here. Now, throwing away 8 damage on such a lowly minion seems a bit odd, but I want to keep the board clear. That's my justification there. Keep the board clear and keep some pressure up on him. I mean, are there better targets for the 8 damage? Absolutely. But on that turn, he spent 7 mana. Essentially 7 mana to play a secret. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Alright. Quest complete. And now I think we just win the game from here. We have 16 healing on the way soon. Alright, not a bad turn for him. Wow, so many secrets. Alright, goodbye to our board. But heal to 30. This is essentially the equivalent of playing Reno in this situation. And now he has to start all over again with trying to damage us. That's a really satisfying feeling. Cloud Prince is a very good start. Now I'm going to play the Shudderwock here. This is not the best value Shudderwock, but I was desperate to play it before he concedes in this game. What we're lacking is the Jade Golems, because we haven't played the Jade Claws, we haven't played Rummaging Kobold, which then gives us another Jade Claws that we can play again, so we're lacking Golem value. But we got Loatheb value.
Many secrets. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for
Now I was going to say we've put quite a bit of pressure on the board, but 2 secrets there. You're not ready for this, indeed. But mistake. You left the Shudderwock alive on the board. And if it was not game over before, it certainly is game over now. I mean, it's just nothing he can do here. We've got the healing from 2 Shudderwocks. We've got the Loatheb battle cry.
Snicker snack!
And okay, we didn't get any value from the Shattered Rumbler, but it's a 4/6 body, and in the context of this matchup, it's not bad. Yeah, whether you trade or go face, it really doesn't matter. Oh, there's the lurker below. But I think this is the best way to end the game. And by the looks of things, we're going to finish this game on 30 health against a Secrets Mage.
Well played.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Incredible indeed. GetMeowth's, you, sir, are a genius. So, the quest, questing explorer, good pair together. So I like the card draw, the early card draw in this deck.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
Whoa. Well, that's new. Interesting.
Of course it's the right way.
Goes face. Okay. Wants me to make the trade. Suppose that's reasonable.
I hope you like my invention.
So this is Secrets Mage, but with a new card.
This wasn't on the map.
Very interesting. Well, credit to him for trying something different. We have the antique heal bot in hand, and that makes me feel quite secure about this game. Don't like any of these options. Soul of the Murlocs, though, could just maintain some kind of board presence with it. Elementary reaction needs an elemental. Maybe I should have picked elementary reaction just for the card draw. I don't know. We've got elementals in hand as well, but I don't know. This seems okay too. Because when these minions die, we get more minions. I mean, that could help us. Oh, down to 14 already. Could be counter spell. Do we just do it? Or
I wonder.
oh, okay, it's not counter spell. Wow, these animations are really quite slow. Anyway, that's worked out for us. We've got stuff on board. We've killed his minion. This seems fine. Oh, he's thrown it all face. Maybe he's got a second fireball in hand. Do I have no choice here but to heal bot? Or could I play Lotheb and hope? I mean, Lotheb means I'm safe, right? He cannot kill me. There's no spell that kills me once Lotheb has been played. Not with 7 mana.
I wonder.
Okay, quest complete. And I was humming and hawing about that because we are overloaded now. So we'd have to spend the coin.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. You're not ready
We'd have to
for
spend the
this.
coin to go with the hero power
I'm late.
and the antique heal bot. So that's what I was thinking about. And obviously, if there's counter spell, you're kind of screwed. But yeah, no counter spell played on the last turn. Now that could be counter spell, but we don't care. We've healed up. We're happy.
An incredible discovery.
I'm happy to see secrets over minions in this instance, I think. Alright. So can we assume that it's explosive runes?
Golems are a girl's
Right. Oh, there it is. So our health total is going down again. But we are building up a board. And the Jade Golems, most importantly, are growing.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Expect the board to be cleared here. Yep. So our golems are starting to grow, to become beefier, so to speak. And soon enough, we are going to be threatening lethal. Frost Shock is a good way of testing for counterspell. It's not counterspell. Okay. Now at this point, I'd quite like to see the Shudderwock make an appearance.
Is ours.
Okay, second fireball. He still thinks he can win the game.
Tools of
You're not
creation.
ready for this.
Behold the tools
Now,
of creation.
behold the tools of creation. Okay, it's time. The Lurker Below. Let's have a look at the animation with this card. I'm actually quite curious. We need to think about what are we targeting? We're targeting the 3/2. Okay. Ooh, that's really nice. It's like the water's shooting out of him.
Back to the void.
I haven't missed any kind of lethal here, I don't think. No. But that's Ice Block anyway, so...
Such a perfect specimen.
There is little time.
Again, all of these are not particularly great. But, okay. Ooh, 5/8. Ha. That's going to be quite funny. To finish the game with the Blood Troll's Sapper. Oh, Outland. Way too late.
Let us wreak havoc.
Although we are down to 11 now. And that is getting a little bit scary.
Revel in the power.
But we have seen 2 fireballs. There is one more Cloud Prince to come. But apart from that, what other kind of direct damage can he do to my face? This is the question.
Back to the void.
So can we just assume here that he cannot kill us if Cloud Prince is all that he has left for direct damage?
I have become
Oh wow, I forgot about that! So this feels like a bit of a Yogg play here. Limited, obviously, the number of spells. Oh wow!
That's incredible.
Wait, it's still casting. Why are you still casting? You're dead. Okay. Alright, final game is against a Warlock. Now, with this deck, you do well against very aggressive decks because of the healing, because of the AoE. We've touched on this before. Against slower decks, I think this deck struggles. I think you struggle against Reno decks. I think you struggle against Quest Mages, potentially. You definitely would struggle against Mecha'thun, for sure. Because I think they're just going to be so much quicker at drawing cards, doing all the things they need to do. You would have to beat them to the punch with lower Theb, double Battle Cry, and a massive Shudderwock turn. But I don't think this deck is fast enough to get there in time against Mecha'thun. So, slow start from us.
Greetings, friend.
No Jade Claws. No Novice Engineer. No Questing Explorer. Wow, that's still not good for us. That's still really slow. But it's a Warlock, we have to evolve, we should be happy. Interesting use of Defile. Here we go. Sense Demons. Ooh. Oh, it's two of them. Well, that gives us a clue, somewhat. So is this Mecha'thun? Because that card gets played in Mecha'thun? Interesting.
Well played.
And he deserves a well played, because he's confused me. He's frazzled me. I don't know what I'm going up against. Oh, okay, it's Q-Block. Playing an interesting choice of cards. It's definitely not Reno Lock, right?
Elements guide me.
No, bit of board pressure here. We're still quite far off from quest completion. 4 more battle cries to go.
My brood will survive.
There's the Brood Mother. Well, Brood Mother number 1 for sure.
Of course it's the right way.
Okay, there's our insurance policy for healing.
Elements guide me.
Now, we could have completed the quest this turn if we'd wanted to, but there's no need to rush. We have Zola in this deck. There's a lot of uses for Zola.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Ooh, Possessed Lackey. Is he just running a deck that's like 2 years old? Did he forget to update his deck? Possessed Lackey? I mean, this is a good turn for Devolve. But I think we should kill the 2-1 first.
I wonder.
And also count how much damage we have as well is important. Oh, wrong card. Oh, that's annoying. That's really, really annoying. Oh, Bloodlust. How fascinating. Well, that's probably going to win us the game. If we can get in before turn 9.
Elements guide me.
This wasn't on the map.
Right. Still push respectable damage to the face. Going back to my earlier point, Zola in this deck has multiple uses. Zola on Antique Healbot for more healing. Zola on Lower Theb. Zola on the Shudderwock. New card? New card. Okay. But I suspect that this is just over. Not even gonna count. Just gonna play it.
I'm only more dead.
It's over. I was worried the 5-5 would have some kind of taunt on it. Thankfully it didn't. Okay, GetMeowth's Jade, Shudderwock, Shaman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's different, it's fun, and it's unexpected. No one has seen Jade Shaman for years, right? So playing it against an opponent that doesn't know how to play against it or what to expect can give you the advantage. This deck has done well for me. I actually managed to beat 3 Secrets Mages. I'm undefeated against Secrets Mage with this deck. We also managed to beat that Warlock. He was a little bit too slow with things, and we got in there before turn 9, because on turn 9, of course, Voidlord is what you're afraid of. I have lost games with this deck against Rhinolock, also against Mech Paladin, because I didn't draw Devolves. They were like at the bottom of my deck. And I've also lost to Quest Mage because they completed the quest on like turn 6 and then played Giants and just killed me. This deck needs quite a few turns to get going, to get your Shudderwock charged up, to get your Lothar battle cries in place and all of that, to get the Jades going. It needs time, and unfortunately against Quest Mage you simply do not have time. A Quest Mage that can do a really early completion of the quest and just kill you with Giants, you've got no chance against them. So that's a major weakness with this deck. But against Secrets Mage, as you saw, it works really, really well if you draw Antique Healbot. That is your saviour. So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Thank you to GetMeowth for this deck. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and give me a subscribe. I would be eternally grateful. And I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.